Republican Congressman Byron Donalds makes a hilarious admission to Maria Bartiromo on Fox News that confirms they still have absolutely nothing on President Joe Biden's supposed criminality. These are almost becoming satirical at this point. Maria Bartiromo interviewed Byron Donalds and said, "Give me the most egregious evidence you have about Biden's criminality." And Byron Donald goes, "Well, we know he went to Cafe Milano and had dinner with his son." Is that a crime? These people are just so pathetic. This is all they have. It's all just slipping between their fingers. They know it. You almost start to feel bad, except you don't, because they've been carrying out an actual witch hunt for years at this point, and they still have nothing. Listen to this.
I want to get your take on specifically what evidence you have.
Yeah.
The most egregious evidence that
Tell
you
us.
may have that points to Joe Biden being involved in the influence peddling that you and your committee have laid out.
What do you got?
Well, we have it with the fact that we now know that Hunter Biden did bring Joe Biden to this dinner at Cafe Milano. It has been talked about in various deposition transcripts.
We know he was there. And I looked at the menu at Cafe Milano, Maria. They have a dish called risotto Gucci. If anything screams criminal influence peddling and bribery, it is a dish called risotto Gucci, which the Cafe Milano charges $33 for, and they will even make it for you gluten-free if you want it. I don't know that I've ever seen bribery until I saw that they can make the risotto Gucci gluten-free for you. They have nothing. They have nothing. Let's listen to the rest. He's going to try to equivocate and tell us why that's reasonable evidence of anything, but it's not.
Tony Bobolinsky to Devin Archer. When we asked Hunter Biden, he couldn't recall. You have the text message famously about requesting money from Chairman Zhao. The money showed up a week later. Hunter Biden, under oath, said he was high, can't remember the text message, but photos.
And of course, being high makes anything that anyone you know has done illegal.
From the laptop from hell demonstrate that he actually was at Joe Biden's house on the day that the text message was sent. So you have Hunter Biden contradicting himself. That's evidence piece number one. Evidence piece number two is the...
Anybody follow that? That entire word salad is evidence piece number one, which, as I understand it, Hunter sent a text message from Joe Biden's house and also had dinner at Cafe Milano. Are there any crimes in there? Is there anything even remotely illegal there?
fact that you have money that flows to Jim Biden on the same day, checks are cut to Joe Biden,
What?
and then they're calling it a loan, but there are no loan documents that exist. That's number two. And then
And so, by the way, evidence number two is Joe Biden gave his brother a loan and they didn't write up a document. Wow. I wonder how common that is among family members. Borrowing money without a contract. Now, there are many lawyers who would say, listen, even if you loan your brother money, you should get a contract in writing. It helps prevent problems in the future. But so many family members don't do that. It's certainly not evidence of a crime, despite the fact that Byron Donalds insists that this is some kind of smoking gun.
number three, and most importantly, I think if you're talking impeachment, Joe Biden has willfully violated immigration law in the United States.
Okay, so now they're just going to immigration. They have nothing. And they want to now say the fact that undocumented immigrants have entered the country under Biden means he should be impeached, when they also entered the country under Trump, but Trump was great. So they have nothing. And Byron Donalds also took the opportunity on Maria's show to say that Joe Biden gave a disgusting State of the Union speech because Republicans didn't stand up. But of course, Republicans decided in advance we're not going to stand up. So it's sort of like a circular reasoning.
On a whole, the State of the Union speech was disgusting. I've never seen a speech like this where the opposition party from the president's party did not stand for an hour in that speech. It was partisan. It was a campaign speech.
It's so funny. He goes, listen, Maria, the evidence that the speech was bad is that I didn't stand up and clap during the speech. Right, but you Republicans decided we're going to try to make Biden look bad by not standing. Right. And that's the evidence that the speech was disgusting. But you decided that in advance. No, it's the evidence. The speech was disgusting, Maria. I do not remember any time in covering American politics that, everybody loves to say it's never been this partisan. It's been this partisan before, but it's never been this vapidly partisan. There was a time where it was hyper partisan based on actual issues on which there were disagreements. This is vapid partisanship. I've never seen vapid partisanship this bad. Let's take a break. We've got a great interview coming up for you. And then later, we will look at more defamation against E. Jean Carroll. Could it be? Say it ain't so. It is. One of our sponsors today is Deal Dash. Deal Dash buys brand new surplus items from stores and warehouses for cheap and sells them to you for cheap. And you can get some really great deals. For example, bidders have gotten PlayStation 5s for just $38.94. Here's how it works. You buy a pack of bids, let's say $30 for 400 bids, and you bid on the items. Every auction starts at $0. There's no minimum. Each bid increases the price by a penny. If no one bids, only 10 seconds after you bid, you win the auction. And this is the part that makes Deal Dash interesting and great. If you don't win the auction, you can still choose to buy the item for the listed price and get your bids back and use them on something else. Right now on Deal Dash, I'm bidding on this nice wintertime beanie that I'm planning to give my girlfriend as a gift. I think she'll love it. Am I right? Deal Dash has so much different excellent stuff. You'll find something you need there for sure. And when you go to dealdash.com/Pacman, you will get 100 free bids with your first bid pack purchase. Just use my promo code Pacman. The link is down below.